Get free tech advice for your business from O2 Gurus. Search O2 Business for more. Hey guys, welcome to BTech. It's Basil here, and this is the Sony Xperia Z5 Compact, a small compact phone with flagship spec on the inside. It's also bright yellow. This is available in a few fun colors, bright yellow and coral, as well as some more standard blacks and whites. 4.6-inch 720p display. You can also expect relatively flagship specs on the inside. A Snapdragon 810 processor paired with 2 GB of RAM. Let's start by talking you around the design though, and you can see a front-facing 5-megapixel camera above that 4.6-inch display. It's also got front-firing speakers, just like its predecessor, the Z3 Compact did too. Right-hand side, fingerprint scanner / power button. Really ingenuitive kind of implementation of a fingerprint scanner in here. You can assign it to multiple fingers, so whichever finger you tend to press with, you'll likely be able to securely unlock your phone. You can also see volume rocker and a camera button. Slightly spongy two-stage camera button admittedly, but it's there, which is more than you'd expect from a phone of this size. In addition, micro USB connector, lanyard connected to the left, as well as a flap underneath which sits a micro SD card slot and a nano SIM card slot. Xperia insignia right there, up the top 3.5mm jack, and around the back is that 23-megapixel camera and an NFC contact point. 23-megapixel camera is awesome, and I'll come on to why in a short while, but it is a new sensor from Sony, the first since the Xperia Z1. That screen, 720p, inside it Android 5.1.1. You've got home screens, you've got an applications tray. The applications tray is much more stock Android than we've seen from Sony in the past. There's no menu to the left-hand side that enables control over your apps tray. Pull down from the top and you've got a two-tier pull-down menu, quick toggles and notifications that you can swipe out of the way. In addition, flick through the settings menu. You can also see old favorites are back, like double tap to wake. And cool stuff like that. So most of your favorite things from Sony have made their way back, and they've managed to shed a few things that make the whole experience feel a little bit less stock. Ultimately, the UI is not really anything to write home about, but it's a good step in the right direction. If we're to take a look at that multimedia, however, that really is something to write home about. There are a few elements in the camera that are really awesome. The first is, once you open up the camera, it's actually going to focus in 0.03 seconds. So it's the fastest autofocus around. I can tap through on that picture, and you can see it's actually a really decent picture. Every picture I've taken on this, fair enough, I'm in good light, has been in focus, which is impressive stuff. What's also awesome is that there's a digital zoom on there that's 5 times, but it is the best 5 times digital zoom I've come across since the days of PureView. Reason for that is Sony's again implemented something called clear zoom. I don't know what that does, but what it really seems to do is just get decent quality and less bittiness when you digital zoom, which is great. The final thing about this, which makes it so awesome, is the fact that I recorded on the Xperia Z5 for a full 10 minutes in 4K video mode, and it didn't overheat. In fact, I had to switch off so I could record this video and all the other video that I'm recording on these devices. Ultimately, therefore, it looks like Sony may well have cracked the overheating bug that has plagued the Z3 line before it. And so anyone who's looking for a flagship type spec in a pocketable handset, this may well be the one for you. There are a couple of areas that scrimps compared to the bigger brother, the Z5 and the Z5 Premium. One is in terms of internal memory. Sure, it's expandable by 200 gigabytes just like those two, but it only has 16 gig on board, so it may not be as well suited to gamers. In addition to that, you also have 2 gig of RAM as opposed to the 3 gig in its higher end counterparts. Otherwise, impressive stuff. 2700 milliamp battery under the hood, all the connectivity features you could hope for, ranging from Cat 6 LTE if you're here in the UK, right through to Wi-Fi, GPS, Bluetooth, etc. The standard kind of NFC is on board too, though you don't expect an infrared blaster or wireless charging. In a nutshell though, that's the Sony Xperia Z5 Compact in yellow. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Hopefully you found this video useful, informative, and you like it. If you did, make sure you click that thumbs up button. If you like BTech in general, subscribe. That's how you're going to stay on top of everything that we do. Thanks for watching. microSD and a micro SIM slot. So this is going to be expandable by 200 gigabytes, which is mightily impressive. 32 gig onboard memory, 3.5mm headphone jack. This is going to also be compatible with a set of headphones that Sony is going to be releasing, which allows for both digital noise cancellation and high resolution audio all at the same time. Around the back, it's a new camera sensor, 23 megapixels. What's really awesome about this is that it combines a new focus system with a range of other things to make it a